Hello everybody, how you doing? It's really the dog smiling at you here beside me. And I was thinking about these last night. I used to remember them and hearing about them and seeing on a programme on TV called Michael Benting's Potty Time. And he used to have this Flea Circus on them. I always wondered, like, are they actual really fleas in these? What was Flea Circuses? And I don't know what equipment there was for the Flea Circus going on. Little cart for the flea on his fingernail to pull along. That's a Flea Circus game. I don't think there's any actual fleas involved in that. I think Flea Circus Emporium. Little tightrope wire. Little setups. So just it was a big thing. I found a couple of articles. I found the BBC Radio forum, which will suffice for the purposes of this vlog, I suppose. Flea circuses were a combination of the flamboyant showmanship, staggering chutzpah, and genuine craftsmanship. They were hugely popular between 1830s and 1960s in England and Germany. No period programme was complete without a tent into which spectators will be ushered to watch human fleas perform their feats, accompanied by the rapid patter of a professor, as all the Flea Circus ringmasters were known. So as Flea Professor rolls fleas for the miniature roller and cannon. The origins. Initially the focus was not on the flea but on the miniature masterpieces of craftsmanship they were attached to. Flea circuses were staged by jewellers or watchmakers as a display of miniature objects, says zoologist Tim Cockrell. It was an acclaimed showman from Italy, Louis Bertolotto, who transformed these early shows into a phenomenon. In the 1830s, his Flea Circus became the hottest ticket in London, performing in front of crowded heads of Europe in a touring career that lasted over 50 years. And goes on to show fleas. He's just got that on the wire and fucked it through, hasn't he? I don't think there's much, like, free action happening here. How it was done. To misquote Mrs. Beeton, first catch of fleas. This was easily done at the time. A quick perusal of your friends or your bedridden, and you could assemble a cast of talented performers relatively quickly. The tricky part was making the circus apparatus for the fleas. A popular feat for a flea to perform was to pull a chariot, a tiny vehicle, often made of ivory, half a centimetre across, complete with wheels, was crafted. The decline of the Flea Circus. Some people believe this form of entertainment declined in the 50s because of concerns about animal cruelty. Flea circuses were indeed mentioned in the House of Commons in relation to animal protection in the 20s, but it was not to highlight what was seen as ridiculous nature. But it was to highlight what was seen as ridiculous nature of a proposed act performing animals. But I looked a bit more on Wiki, the font of all knowledge in the world ever, so this is gospel, right? because it's on Wikipedia. And Wikipedia says, at least one genuine Flea Circus still performs at the annual Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany. Right? And there were techniques, right? Get this was a bit what got me, right? In the techniques for these real fleas, there are historical reports of fleas glued to the base of the Flea Circus enclosure. Miniature musical instruments were then glued to the flea performers, and the enclosure was heated. The fleas fought to escape, giving the impression of playing the instruments. What sort of mind thinks that up? Techniques without real fleas. Some flea circuses may appear to use real fleas, but in fact do not. A variety of electrical, magnetic and mechanical devices have been used to augment exhibits. In some cases, these mechanisms were responsible for all of the acts, with loose fleas in the exhibit maintaining the illusion. These circuses are known as humbug flea circuses. Michael Benton gave Mechanical Flea Circus a regular slot on his television show It's a Square World in the 60s. It also used to be on Michael Benton's Potty Time in the 70s as well, because that's where I first came across them, became fascinated. So, Flea Circuses. The Great Jumpino. Little cards from that. But that though, gluing them down, then gluing the instruments to them, and heating them up so the music looks like they're playing the instruments. And a sick fuck thinks that up. It's only night around that. So it was a thing, yeah. So, Flea Circuses, yeah. Hey, pay up. No relevance Flea Circuses have to do with anything else in the world, what's happening today, but